Thank you very much. All right, the subject is D.C. statehood. We got to up the ante here. The wrong people are here. You're the people who have showed up for this rally. We have hundreds of thousands out there who have got to show up. You have a mayor, unlike any other mayor, has come out very strong for statehood. He's been arrested at the Congress in protest on this issue. He made it a major issue in his inaugural address. Mayor Vincent Gray. Then you have the D.C. City Council, all for statehood. That's the only way we're going to get full sovereignty. That's the only way we're going to get 2 senators and a representative up there. That's the only way we're going to get our self-respect. That's the only way we're going to get what Martin Luther King Jr. died for. The kind of freedom that has substance in everyday life of the people who exercise it. It is ironic, isn't it, that on the weekend when there's a dedication and people are coming in from all over the country to dedicate the Martin Luther King Jr. Memorial, this is the last colony. This is the jurisdiction that has been blocked from having its voice in Congress. So here's the way I think we should step it up. I mean, we have a lot of people here who've worked on this for many years. People, my friend Reverend Graylin Haglund, Scott McClarty of the Statehood Green Party. A lot of people have been hammering at this, but they need reinforcement. So we will not see any progress on statehood unless the following signs are evoked. 1, there has to be signs on the boundary of the District of Columbia all over, so when people drive in from around the country, all those tourists, they see the sign, the District of Colonization. That's what they should see. Statehood now. The second is we have to have a limited general strike where thousands of employers starting the 1st of every month, in effect, close down for 15 minutes, the second month at the beginning of the day, close down for 30, close down for 45, close down for an hour. That will broaden the conversation among people who have never heard of this, or who don't even care about this, or who don't think they have a role in this. We have to have mass rally by the White House. Where is President Barack Obama on this? Why is the National Democratic Party taking statehood out of its platform? What's going on here? They're going backwards into the future. Then there needs to be a committee of 5 citizens for every member of Congress, like the 5 Citizen Committee on Speaker John Boehner, the 5 Citizens Committee on Senator Mitch McConnell, so that they track these representatives and senators every day they're here and make sure they never forget. Look how we're looked on by the rest of the world. Scott McClarty sent this to me yesterday. The UN Human Rights Committee finds that the District of Columbia's lack of voting representation in Congress violates the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights, which is a treaty with 160 countries signed on, including the United States. So by not giving the District of Columbia effective voting rights, we're violating a treaty signed on by 160 countries, including the United States. We're violating the treaty. That's business number 1 for the district. It should be on the desk of President Barack Obama. Let me conclude on this note, and this is very serious. All of you have to multiply yourselves. There'll be all kinds of new initiatives on this that'll be coming up from people who've been working on it for a long time, people who are new to it. But without more people, it can't happen. Without more people ringing Capitol Hill, ringing the White House, ringing everything that needs to be rung, the trade associations, all the others who use the district as their plantation, the politicians who use the district as a fundraising in posh hotels, but they never campaign on the district's issues. The poverty here is horrific. The deprivation is horrific. The silencing of the votes of the people are horrific. And if we don't really up the ante here and take it to a new stage, of sustained protest to victory for statehood for the District of Columbia, the rest of the country will be looking on us as if we really don't need voting power, as if we don't really want voting power. It will look at us with disrespect. And once we've got our own respect, we'll galvanize people all over the country to support us. We're not going to wait another 5 years and another 10 years. With that Martin Luther King memorial there, he stands there as a rebuke to us if we do not move tomorrow to push for something we should have had decades and decades ago. Statehood, District of Columbia, majority vote in Congress now.